Hi Libra, my name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your destiny of truth for the month of September. Now, I don't have time to do it the normal way, so I've got a list of aspects here for the month, and we're going to talk about them a little. On the 1st, we have Mercury in Sagittarius entering your 3rd house. Basically, you're going to be more open in your communications. You're going to be more forthright. You're just going to be blunt. What else can I say? Now, and that has to do, not just communications, but it also you're going to travel a little bit more with short distance traveling. And you're also probably, I'm trying to think, 3rd house. Okay, short distance traveling, communications, and your day-to-day life. You're just going to be busy with that more so. Now, on the 4th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius entering your 3rd house, and that's trine Chiron in Aries in your 7th house. And pretty much you are communicating with others about their selfish behaviors in partnerships, because you're trying to heal your partnerships in your life so you can have healthy partnerships. So you're just speaking up and, doing what you have to in order for those relationships to heal. Now, on the 5th, we have Venus in Scorpio in your 2nd house, and that is trine Neptune in Pisces in your 6th house. Should be a pretty good day overall for you. You are loving what you do to make money, okay? And I'm pretty sure that has to do with your job. It could also have to do with your health, that, you're changing, your ethics and morals, and it's more in line with where you want to go with your health and job. You're not buying into deceptions anymore. Now, on the 9th, we have the Sun in Sagittarius in our 3rd house, squaring Pisces, Neptune in Pisces in the 6th house. And you're pretty much communicating bluntly on this day and openly and honestly. And it's with those at your workplace who are trying to manipulate the situation. You're just not going to have it. Now, on the 10th, we have Venus in Scorpio in the 2nd house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 4th house. Now, pretty much Venus, represents love and money. Well, with it being in the 2nd house, I'm pretty sure it has to do with your money. And you're definitely passionate about changing your money situation. And it is sextile Pluto in Capricorn. So you're going to have to work here to change the situation at home over this, okay? You are being passionate. It could also have to do with ethics and morals with those that you love, okay? Since it has to do with your stability in the 4th home, 4th house. So, you might be speaking passionately about your ethics and morals and the changes that need to be made to make you feel more stable and secure in your home life. Or another way it could play out is that it could be your finances, and you are passionate about the way you're making money. And because of this, you're transforming your home to be the stable environment that you want it to be, and not what somebody else says it needs to be. Then also on the 10th, we have the sun in Sagittarius in the third house, and that's trining Mars in Aries in the seventh house. And you are going to overcome the selfish behavior of others and their actions of these partnerships by communicating honestly with them. Okay, now on the 13th, we've got Mercury in Sagittarius in the third house, and that's squaring Neptune in Pisces in your, excuse me, in your sixth house. And with that being, again, you're communicating honestly and bluntly, and you're taking charge, okay? And it has to do with the deceptions that those at work are trying to cause. You're just not going to have it, It can also be that you're communicating about what your needs are, to change your health, because you can't be deceived anymore about the toll that your lifestyle is taking on your health. Now, on the 14th, we have the moon conjunct the sun for our solar eclipse. And that's in your third house. And you are going to have a new beginning in your day-to-day life, in your communications, in, trying to think. There's one other. Okay, day-to-day life. Oh, communications in your short distance travels. There is definitely a new beginning happening here. Now, on the 14th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius in your third house, trining Mars in Aries in your seventh house. So your communications, by being blunt, again, is, helping you to overcome partnership issues that are selfish and they don't think of others, but you are definitely not going to allow it anymore. You're speaking up when it happens. Now, on the 15th, we have Venus in Sagittarius, and that's entering there for you. So that's your third house. And you're just going to be more loving in your communications. You're going to speak your mind, but you're going to do it in a loving way with those that you care about. And you're also, going to be focused on your money in your day-to-day environment. And, you're doing it by taking a lot of short distance trips. Now, on the 16th, we have Saturn leaving Capricorn and entering Aquarius, and that is your fifth house. And you feel like you haven't been able to move forward in a creative project, or in having children, or with children, or in your dating life, or just happiness and joy, okay? And the 16th, it enters this area for you. But on the 19th, you can smile about it, because we also have Jupiter entering, the fifth house, which is going to make you feel more optimistic, more joyful about matters of having children and your creative projects and your dating life. You're going to start finding that joy, but you're going to do it by being practical. And, you know, on the 20th, we have Mercury entering Capricorn in your 4th house. And your communications are going to be more practical now. You're not just going to blurt things out to your family. You're going to think about them before you actually say them, because you want everything to be stable at home. So you're going to think before you speak, so to speak, to your family. And in the process, you're looking at making your home more practical and, you know, secure for you. And on the 21st, the sun enters Capricorn in the 4th. And all those things that you've been voicing to your family, you're now going to do them. You know what you want. You want to move towards that. And you're going to, and in the process of doing it, you're going to make your family home, life secure, you know, because you're responsible for your life. You're responsible for making your home secure. Then on the 21st, we've got Jupiter conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 5th house. That's the grand conjunction everyone's been talking about. And in this grand conjunction, you're going to have to be flexible with structures in your life. If you're not, they're going to fall. Okay? Things that were meant to fall are just going to fall, and it has to do with 5th house matters, with creative matters, with children in your dating life. You're just going to have to be more flexible there. And if you are, things will grow in a very good and practical way, because Saturn being there with Jupiter wants you to think things out before you actually do them. No more rushing in before you've thought out, especially for my Libras who have fire Venuses. You have a habit of jumping in relationships before you've actually gotten to know the person or thought it out. And with Saturn here with Jupiter, and no more of that. Everything's got to be thought out before you can do it. It's got to be for the good of everyone. It can't be the good for them or the good for you. It's got to be good for everyone, and that includes your children. Now, on the 23rd, we have Mars in Aries in the 7th house, squaring Pluto in Capricorn in the 4th house. Now, with Mars, again, being in Aries in the 7th house, you're looking at partnership issues where they've been selfish with you, where, you know, they've jumped into things before they actually thought things out, and you know this can't happen anymore. If you want things to change within your family and to be, you know, on solid ground at the home, that people just can't jump and take action without thinking about the partnership. Everybody's got to think about everybody else in this situation. They just don't get to think about themselves. Now, on the 24th, we have Mercury in Capricorn in our 4th house, and that is trining Uranus in Taurus in our 8th house. And you're looking at the way you're communicating in your partnerships, because we know that you can have a sharp tongue at times. And that sharp tongue has caused changes to your own stability in your most intimate relationships, because of the way that you speak to other people. And you know that you've got to get more practical there and to actually think things out before you open your mouth. Now, on the 27th, we've got the sun in Capricorn in the fourth house, trining Uranus, again in Taurus in the eighth house. And pretty much your ego, you know, knows what it wants at home. It knows what you want to do with the family. Okay, and you're just taking action to make those changes in your intimate relationships that need to be made in order to have everything more grounded at home. Now, on the 29th, we have a full moon in Cancer in your 10th house. And pretty much you're going to have an emotional ending on, it could be a career matter, okay? It could be with a boss, and it could also be with how you use your own power. But there is some type of emotional ending happening for you around the 29th of the month. Then on the 30th, we've got Venus in Sagittarius in your third house, squaring Neptune in Pisces in your sixth house. And with Venus in Sagittarius in your third, again, that's communications. And you're communicating in a loving way. You're doing it honestly and openly, but you're also doing it in a way that's more receptive to others. But again, you've got to be careful because you've got deceptions happening in the workplace or with your health. You know, of course, you're being loving and honest in those communications, but you also have to look at how you're communicating, okay? Because people around you can be using their communications at work to deceive you, or you can be deceiving your own self with your health, you know, thinking that everything's okay in your day-to-day life and that you don't need to do nothing with your health. Now, on the 31st, we have the moon in Leo in the 11th house for you. And I generally don't talk about moons if they're not full or if they're not new moons or eclipses. But because it's New Year's Eve, I figured I'd look at it. And with the moon in Leo here, you're going to be your happiest being around friends, working on all the things that you want to do in your life, and just living your dream. That's where you're going to be your happiest, Libra. Now, I am using the Goddess cards for the month of December for you. And let's see what they have to say. Okay, Libra, here we go. We drew Mary Miracles. See? Okay, you are praying for miracles in your life. But you also know that you have to take action in order for those miracles to happen. Mary, she was blessed, okay? According to Christian faith, she was the mother of Jesus and the Son of God. Well, she was blessed in the fact that she is considered the Holy Mother, the Virgin Mother, the Virgin Queen, so to be. And she gives miracles, okay? But she also knows that you have to help yourself in order to have those miracles. Miracles just don't happen, okay? Yeah, they can happen. I can't say that. They can happen. But miracles only happen if the choices that you're making are for the good of everybody and just not yourself. You can't be selfish in behaviors is pretty much what she's saying. So, do know that Mary's with you and she will give you your miracles, but you have to use your unconscious behavior to move in a way that the heavens would approve of. So, anyway, Libra, for the month of December, I hope everything leaves your life that is stunning your growth and is not allowing you to be who you truly are, so that you may move in 2021 into the light and let you be all that you can be. So, Libra, with that, I'll say, have a great December, and I will see you next year.